Okay, sounds good, Val. Okay, it's nothing. Okay, let me mute this. Should have muted that before I started sharing stuff. Well, live and let learn. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Biomutant. Like I said, I'm going to do my bestest to... What's that? Hold the phone. I want to see what this
There's
is.
still time before the dawn.
See if I can beat the game today. What's with the light beacon? I mean, especially since it's clear I've already activated it. Nothing? Alright, let's go meet up with Out of Date. I've been putting off chatting with him for a while now.
Out of Date says there'll be consequences of the war, but there are more pressing matters at hand. The last World Eater has been left undisturbed with the tree, while you focused on the war.
Excuse me? I've killed them all, thank you very
I
much.
thought someone with your light perspective and key would have had different priorities and faced the World Eaters before resolving the tribe war.
I did.
Regardless, Out of Date is grateful the tribe war is over.
Which I did after I
Says
killed the
signs
World
of
Eaters.
The end of the world are everywhere. It seems nature is preparing to do. The day of reckoning is coming, and you are invited. He can feel you're approaching the end date. Then grasp your last chance to make sure Loopalupin's stopped for good. The tree settled its score, but it left yours half done. He says you need to see Loopalupin eye to eye one last time. He's happy to help. Understands you have other places you need to go.
Oh. I thought there was a little more to it, but literally, all I have to go do now is do one last fight with Loopalupin, and then the game is over. Okay, before I do that, where was that one quest that I kept putting off, but I kind of want to do it real quick? The clothes soaker. Just so this isn't a short, like, 20-minute long stream. Let's just do this one real quick. Fine. Be a diva. Out of date. Don't let me fast travel from here. But again, out of date, you're scolding me for resolving the tribe war and not the World Eaters. But once again, I killed the World Eaters first, you dingus. And then I went and did all the character side quests that let me get the freaky ass prosthetic legs I'm wearing. It also got me prosthetic arms, but those aren't better than my armor, so I am not wearing those. Also, why are they called prosthetic legs and not like exosuits? Because it's not like I chopped my legs off and stuck them on. Biomutant, 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 biomutant.
Careful in the mountains. Falling is awful.
Well,
Landing is worse.
since we're getting near the end, come on, Beelzebub. Let's ride off into the sunset. Are we enemies? No? Good.
Never thought you need to get the pegs lined up to get the clothes soaker rolling. You really put a spin on it. That's a good find.
Oh, I guess clothes soakers would have been a... I for some reason thought I was going to grab a clothes soaker for the people who gave the quest rather than it just being another old world device quest. Well, that was a little anticlimactic. Oh, hi. Oh, I'd already used this one? Must have.
So bright out now.
Okay, okay, one more quest while I'm waiting for... Yeah. Let's go find the captain in the... Lost in the Swimp. The Swimp Captain. You know, I suppose since the game's about to end, I don't really need to keep holding on to my scrap just in case I needs it. Not that it matters since this is just a weapon upgrade bench and my weapons are fully upgraded. Wait, just my melee weapons. What about my guns? Can I upgrade that more? I mean, I've already got the DVD launcher from hell. Yes, I can upgrade it. This is what happens when you have too much candy. Too much of a good thing. I should have gotten you sooner, just so I could have used you more.
Glad you made the
dead gone. Yes. I'm trying to think of a joke, but he just went down in like 2 seconds. That is kind of the joke. You know, given the spread with this gun, the bigger enemies are actually a lot easier to kill with it, since their giant rhombus bodies are going to absorb even more of the DVDs. Num 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 num. I've arrived before, my friend.
Glad you made the lotus.
Ah, it's right there. That's probably one of the oldest quests I've had, and I've never actually finished it. No, sorry, I'm not starting any more new quests. Do I have the right kind of fruit to get you? No, I don't. Screw you too. Wait. Perhaps. May I now? Oh my gosh, I'm finally done driving. Wasn't even far. I just hit every red light. That's unfortunate. Can I get you now? Yay! Ah, one last mount. This red rhino boy. And unfortunately, since it's so close to the end, we'll never truly get to know one another.
Bang Shelter 11I. Right where Toxanol carved it out. Down here, you can feel protected and trapped at the same time.
Okay, where are the baddies that are stopping me from looting the chest? That's a raspberry rhino. Yes, it is. There you are. Habanero, because of the pepper tail. I dub thee. Sounds good to me. Ah, itchy head.
That paid off.
Well, I can now face my destiny knowing that this damn suit that has been in my quest log since practically the beginning of the game is now in my possession. Yeah, no, unfortunately. pretty much nothing. It's like I've been trying to grab one of those pretty much since I've been throughout the entire time I've been exploring this area, but unfortunately, I could never find the bushes that had the fruit that that species wanted.
Check out that plastic scrap over there.
One more thing before we finish. Just since you missed the entire... Where'd it go? There it is. Where is... Fuck. Where's the anchor? Whoa! Why can't I ride you? I want to ride you. There it is. Have you done the quest you need the oxygen suit for? Yes, I've already done the quest that I need the oxygen suit for. In fact, I already got a different suit that functions as an oxygen suit. Hey, just since you missed the entire time with the blimp, here, quickfire, make some blimp puns real quick, Valentine. And then we shall be... 'Cause, yeah... Again, one thing that is funny that I do love about this game is that even though I did explore this area, you know, in this game... Oh, hello, Muffin. Perfect. I think now would be time to meet my destiny. But yeah, there's one area in this wasteland that I distinctly remember because it basically had like a Sarlacc pit in. I got no clue where it is. Then there's another quest that you help a guy literally move his house. Don't remember where that is. Didn't come across that either. But honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. It made each playthrough distinct. Because I just happened to accidentally find Cupcake Man this playthrough. That was nice. Just like I accidentally discovered the house moving guy. Yep, I think everything else is just more do X number of this thing, etc. Alright. Time to meet my destiny! Wait, do you help someone move a house? Yes. Very much so. I won't tell you how, but yeah, there's a quest where you can help someone move an entire house. All right. All right. I've only written this is blimp puns. Do I look like I'm full of hot air? Kind of. All right. This is the second time I've ridden you, Habanero. And, well, it's going to be the last time, too. Alright, we're getting to the one part of the game that I actually do have... Okay, sounds heavy. You're not wrong. The one part of the game I actually take some issues with, but we'll talk about it after I beat the game.
The Sifu is seeking revenge too. He hasn't forgotten what Lupa Lupin did, but he also wants to stop him from attacking his tribe. That the world seems to survive doesn't mean he must. He hopes you agree, even if it goes against your light-hearted nature. There's no room for predators in the world the Myriad tribe is building. But he knows this is your fight. You should handle it. Lupa Lupin's own fear was his shackles, not the roots of the tree. It just changed him.
Yes, because, you know, just simply being wrapped in some vines will, you know, bleach your fur and mutate you. Why do we have to fight Lupa Lupin? I mean, it's kind of we kind of delved into it a bit in the last stream. So words. Lupa Lupin killed your mom and your dad, and is the reason you've been living kind of away from the Tree of Life for the past 10, however many years we've been gone. And Lupa Lupin has been actively trying to kill us ever since we've gotten back. But you find out that the reason why Lupa Lupin killed our mom and dad is because our mom killed his mom when he was just a cub, due to the fact that they're the only completely sentient creatures in this world that eat meat. To say the least, I have some issues here with how Lupa Lupin's handled, and I'll get more into it in a bit, but basically the idea here is that Lupa Lupin just can't move on due to his own hang-ups. And because since, you know, we beat him initially to try to be like, hey, can we put this behind us? And he's like, no. They're saying he's now kind of turned into a crazed monster. So now he has to be put down because he's now just a feral animal. Which I don't really get, I gotta be honest. Like I said, I feel Lupa Lupin could have been handled a little bit better.
If a friend dies, something inside you dies. You can save the seafood by making yourself a target.
And because that was kind of the whole point, is that, sure, you're given the choice throughout the game if you want revenge against Lupa Lupin for murdering your family, or if you're willing to forgive Lupa Lupin for murdering your family. But the fact of the matter is, even if you come up to him and say, I'm willing to move on and let bygones be bygones, they're not willing to let bygones be bygones. Which, like I said, I'll get more into this at the end of the game. I still think the game is great, and I think the adventure up to this point outweighs my complaints with this finale, but, well, we'll get more into it.
The more he does, the stronger he becomes.
Well, I mean, he is kind of a cornered animal, so it makes sense he's throwing more and more into it as the fight carries on.
It's time you remember who the real enemy is and stop playing the game in his way. This is how it ends. The predator and the world itself suffering. But at least it's a sign they're both still alive.
You sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure I just killed him. Kind of fine with this. Too many stories. Try so hard to make the villain sad and tend to hard wave the horrible actions they did. And yes, he had something horrible happen. Doesn't excuse what he did. And I agree with that. Yeah, I saw reviews on Steam about it. Was fun at first, but it goes in a way where they didn't like it as much anymore. It's not that I dislike it. In the end, it's just
You to make bad decisions and mistakes. Oh, it never ends.
It's easy to make a good decision when there's only one option. The only mistake here is you.
My mistake is letting you speak. My conviction is that the world would be a better place without your voice.
Convincing yourself doesn't win the argument. In the end, we won't remember the words of our enemies, but the silences of our friends.
The weak can't forgive. Forgiveness is a strength. It's not all life and death.
I guess he is still alive.
It's no better time than now to accept a helping hand.
And I guess what I should say, my issue comes with how things are phrased, for lack of a better word.
Do you wonder what turn life might have taken if you'd done things different? A left when you went right? A yes when you said no? You've walked the thin line between survival and disaster and haven't lost your balance yet. It's because of you the Tree of Life and the world has been given a second chance. You carried the light in a world full of dark and made a difference in a place that needed change. You allied with the Myriad tribe and acted on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. However, light and dark does simply represent the polarities of life. One can't exist without the other. This isn't the end. Just being surrounded by nature as it heals itself will rejuvenate us. Nature will teach us how to survive. So, trust your conscience to show you the way, and everything else will follow.
So yeah, real quick. So here's my Sifu. Out of date, and here are the people I picked to... Wait, where's Pebble? Wait, there's... Oh yeah. And these four are the ones I picked to come with me on the arc. Let's see. Generally, from what I understand, the reviews are kind of like you said. They don't they don't exactly dislike it. Just wasn't that great. I mean, I still think the game is great. It's just, like I said, I will dissect my thoughts once the credits start rolling. Framing does seem to be a big problem with this game. Loop was not wrong, seeking revenge, murdering your parents. Murder is understandable, but you as their child are not responsible for their sins.
Those that shared your perspective and gained your trust will accompany you on your journey. Is there a world out there that's better suited for those imbalanced in their light nature than this one? Whether or not, we'll leave your story on record, so those who come after will know you followed your light nature and saved the world. So, when all is said and done, it turned out to be an unusual ending after all. What could be better than ending the story the right way? Ending it your way. A beginning of something new.
Biomutant. Alright, so the first thing that I kind of have to raise my eyebrows at is I find it interesting that there isn't an ending option where you choose to stay and help the world that you can save. Because again, there are picking darkness does not inherently mean the tree of light will die. Like, the way to let the tree of life die is to not heal the roots like I did in one of my earlier streams, and it might, emphasis the words might, be possible to not kill all the world eaters. Again, I don't fully, but that's what I'm looking for. That aside, I do have to also raise my eyebrows with the whole, let's go to space to find a new home. I'm like, with just 7 people? You sure? You sure? You gonna be able to survive that? I don't think we're gonna be able to survive that. I also find it kind of strange that we're automatically bringing the Sifu with us, because if you went through all the trouble to end the tribe war, why are you taking the leader of the tribe with you? Isn't that going to just ensure anarchy here? I mean, I know we're looking for a better future for ourselves, but we're kind of ignoring everyone that we're leaving behind. Okay, the next issue I have with it is could kind of be summed up with what my Sifu said, is there's no room for predators in the world. I get that the idea is that the reason why Lupa Lupin was bad is it's kind of the equivalent of, you know, letting a cannibal go around in modern society and eating other people. It's just because we're playing anthropomorphic animals and predators are important for maintaining a population, it comes across less as trying to put down someone who's genuinely hurting society and a half-baked idea, for lack of a better word. So on the one hand, I guess it does make sense that prey with the ability to fight back would. It's just, given that they're the only predator in this world, it comes across a little, I guess the best word I should say is short-sighted. What I've seen from these live streams, the game sounds really cool and has a lot of space. Correct. I also get that I think in a way it was meant to parallel the extinction of wolves in Europe, because, you know, not really thinking about the importance of balance, people were just like, wolves kill livestock and kill people, so we got to kill the wolves to protect, you know, our stuff, not really thinking about what it could what detriment it could have on the environment. It's just, once again, it's not a perfect point-to-point comparison, since Lupa Lupin is a sentient being, and animals, well, okay, I'm not going to unpack the can of worms about the level of intelligence animals have, but did I like the game? Absolutely. It's just, I wish things were maybe framed a tad bit different. Because, yeah, I do know that North America, we used to have, it was either jaguars or panthers, but early settlers, I don't think they're extinct, but I think they have been driven out of North America just because we were trying to make room for livestock and animals that were convenient to us. But I still really like the game. I mean, the fact that I streamed it 3 times in one day last week should be evidence of that. There are mounts and lesser creatures clearly without sentience, so why would a predator be a problem? I seem to remember in the flashback there was an offhanded line that Lupa Lupin's mother hunted a other species to extinction. So they then had to move on to the mounts and livestock. Because, I mean, we even see Lupa Lupin when we fight him for the first time in the last stream, you know, butchering one of the mounts that we can catch. I think the other implication with Lupa Lupin is that he's so full of anger, he's killing more than he needs to. But then he also says something about he's never killed for the, I don't know. I still recommend this game. I really can't stress this enough. I like this game. The journey is well worth it. The gameplay is a lot of fun. It's just the bow at the end, I feel, was just kind of... The ending wrap-up could have maybe used another rewrite or two to make it stick a bit better. Because I don't necessarily mind that Lupa Lupin didn't get a true redemption arc, as Valentine said that just because he had a tragic backstory doesn't justify... I mean, because I get why Lupa Lupin killed your mom. His mom killed... Your mom killed his mom, but that didn't justify him killing everyone else and killing your dad. And then purposely doing everything he could to make your life a living hell. Let's see. I still am angry you don't stay and help the world thrive when it clearly is and can be built, but you saved the damn tree and did all the work. Yeah, that, again, I think you should have been given an option to maybe, like, give up your seat on the Ark and you stay behind and keep the world safe. Like, not necessarily make that the light art option versus the dark option, but it's an option you can take. But by the same token, I do know that the Dark Tribe, I don't remember what they were called, they purposely wanted to actually kill the Tree of Life. That was one of their goals because they thought the tree was holding them back to an outdated way of living. So it's like, it's entirely possible the world could have kept on going even without the tree. You just would have had to have adapted in a new way. I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't know how I would fix the game. I have ideas on how I think it would make it more satisfying, but then as I've made it kind of clear, I've kind of noticed a few other things popping up that I'm like, doesn't quite hold it together either. I do want to do another playthrough where I do go all dark, since in my initial playthrough to learn the game and this one I just went light because that's how I like playing my games. I like being the good guy, just to kind of see how the game changes. Yeah, I have lots of ideas of how to fix the game from a story standpoint, because I make many stories involving gray areas. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind hearing some of them. Oh, I guess I could have sped that up this whole time. Well, that is Biomutant. It was great, but could have been better. I absolutely agree. I definitely feel like this is a game that might be able to be improved with a sequel, now that they have this to build off of. It's just, by the same token, given how it ends, how exactly would you go about doing a sequel? I mean, I guess you could do, you're coming out of the Ark and exploring a new world, but I don't know. I don't know. What about in the next playthrough, not go light or dark, but specifically make choices based on the situation and your own judgments? I might do another playthrough like that, but I do know some characters will only be... I do know a number of characters will only join the Ark if you have a maximum of some kind of stat. Like I said, I need to... Yeah, I need to do 2 more playthroughs. Because I know if I just did not focus light or dark, I would probably just end up picking light anyway, just because that's who I am. But yeah, I do need to experiment a bit more at this game. But I'm not going to do that on a stream, just because we'd be repeating a lot of the same beats. But anyway, so that was Biomutant. I would watch this again. I believe you. It's just I've got other games that I've got waiting for. I've had the poll going since yesterday, and I've had pretty good response to it. At the time of this recording, it still seems Shantae is winning out in terms of what game I should play next. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I will do a stream of this where I do the dark side, and yeah. If there's a big enough demand for it, yeah, I might do this again. I would watch it, but I would probably play it instead. Yeah, I like this game. Anyway, if you're not a member of the Discord, there's a link in the description, and hey, I'm not sure when, but I'll see you then. Have a good day.